Role of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar in Indian Constitution Essay. Essay writing. 45 essays for all competitive exams. All current and banking topics covered. Link is given in description. Essay on role of Ambedkar in Indian Constitution. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, also known as the father of the Indian Constitution, played a pivotal role in the creation of the Indian Constitution. Dr. Ambedkar was not only a prominent political figure but also a social reformer, economist, and scholar. His contributions to Indian politics and society are immeasurable, and his role in shaping the Indian Constitution is paramount. Dr. Ambedkar's involvement in the Indian Constitution dates back to the 1930s when he was appointed to the Bombay Legislative Council. In 1947, he was appointed the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constituent Assembly of India. The Constituent Assembly was formed to draft India's constitution, which was to be the supreme law of the country. Dr. Ambedkar played a critical role in drafting the constitution and ensuring that it reflected the principles of equality, democracy, and justice. One of the most significant contributions of Dr. Ambedkar to the Indian Constitution was the inclusion of the fundamental rights. These are the basic rights that every Indian citizen is entitled to, regardless of their religion, caste, or gender. Dr. Ambedkar fought tirelessly for the inclusion of these rights, which were critical for the protection of the citizens' interests. The fundamental rights include the right to equality, freedom of speech and expression, freedom of religion, the right to life, and the right to education. Dr. Ambedkar was also a staunch advocate for the rights of the Dalits, who were the most oppressed group in Indian society. He fought for their inclusion in the constitution and ensured that they received reservations in education and government jobs. Dr. Ambedkar believed that without such measures, the Dalits would never be able to break out of their social and economic disadvantage. Another significant contribution of Dr. Ambedkar to the Indian Constitution was the inclusion of the directive principles of state policy. These principles are guidelines for the government to follow in the governance of the country. They include provisions for ensuring social justice, promoting economic growth, and protecting the environment. Dr. Ambedkar believed that these principles were essential for creating a just and equitable society. Dr. Ambedkar's contribution to the Indian Constitution was not limited to its drafting. He also played a critical role in ensuring its adoption. The Constitution was adopted on the 26th of January 1950, and Dr. Ambedkar was instrumental in convincing the members of the Constituent Assembly to adopt it. His persuasive arguments and his ability to communicate complex ideas in a simple manner were crucial in convincing the members to vote in favor of the Constitution. Dr. Ambedkar's contributions to the Indian Constitution did not end with its adoption. He continued to play a significant role in Indian politics, advocating for the rights of the oppressed and marginalized. He was a strong supporter of democracy and believed that it was the only way to ensure justice and equality for all. In conclusion, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar played a pivotal role in the making of the Indian Constitution. His contributions to the drafting of the Constitution, including the inclusion of the fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy, were critical in ensuring that the Constitution reflected the principles of equality, justice, and democracy. Dr. Ambedkar's legacy continues to inspire generations of Indians, and his contributions to Indian politics and society will always be remembered. 45 essays for all competitive exams. All current and banking topics covered. Link is given in description. Thanks for watching. Please share this video with your friends. Subscribe our channel and get updated.